Hey, welcome to episode 4. So last night I officially finished the working draft of the screenplay. There's going to be changes, iterations made up until we step on set. This is not the final draft, but it's finished for all intents and purposes. And one of the intentions in starting this series was to document not only the highs, not only the milestones, but also the lows and the roadblocks, obstacles that I faced. And in the screenwriting process, I did come across one, nothing like writer's block or anything like that, but an actual logistic issue with my screenwriting software. I've been using Final Draft for my entire career. For the past 10 years, I've been using Final Draft. And when I bought it, it was Final Draft version 10. And I am pretty sure that when I bought it, it said, as part of the license, one-time purchase. You buy it once and you own it for life. And that's it. Upgrades are free, updates are free, whatever. So a couple weeks back, I opened up my laptop. I'm going to get some writing done. And my MacBook says that the OS needs an update. And so I upgrade it to whatever it's on now, and I open Final Draft, and all of my screenplays are blank. If you scroll, you can see glitches of it appearing. Just the software was crashing, restarting the software, the computer, nothing fixed it. It was just glitching. The text would appear upside down if you scroll fast enough, and if the screen is stationary, there's nothing on the page. Obviously, I freaked out. Not only do I use Final Draft to write my narrative projects, but I also use it to write commercial work. And I only had one PDF backup of my feature from many months ago, and so it was not the current version. Panicking, I tried to copy and paste. It wasn't working, and so I'm freaking out, about to call customer support or something like that. And I read online that there's an update to Final Draft, and oh, that's what it is. So I upgraded the OS. I go on the App Store and there's no updates, and I go on Final Draft's website and it says here, upgrade to Final Draft 13, $100. In the grand scheme of things, $100 isn't a lot, but to upgrade from a software that I already paid for, that I assumed was free for life to use, kind of out of the principle of it, saying that I needed to pay $100 just to update the software, just to be able to access my files, I need to pay $100. Needless to say, pretty annoyed, to the point where I was looking into other screenwriting softwares, mainly Fade In, which is what Rian Johnson uses to write all of his screenplays, and did a lot of research. It's was I think $70 purchase, one-time buy, and it says in big letters, you buy the software once, you own it for life. I was really close to pulling the trigger on that, mainly just out of spite. There shouldn't be DLC for a screenwriting software, and you look at the updates that were actually being offered, nighttime mode, and now you can add emojis to your screenplay, which is why would you ever need to do that? If you're adding emojis to your screenplay, your film's already too far gone. There's no help for it. In the end, I ended up just paying the $100 to upgrade my Final Draft, mainly out of convenience. I didn't want to have to transcribe every single screenplay. It's not just the feature, to a new software. Didn't want to have to learn new shortcuts in a new software. For me, screenwriting is all about efficiency. So long story short, I hit a bit of a bump in the road with the screenwriting process, but figured it out, and the screenplay is done. So next steps for the film, need to send out this version to our executive producers, our producers, and a couple other directors in the industry who won't be named at this moment. Don't want to jinx anything or manifest anything too hard, but there is a very solid chance that two of my favorite working directors are going to get the screenplay and give me feedback on the film. So this might be looking too far ahead, but somewhere down the line, I would love to do an episode breaking down the actual screenwriting process and approach that I took to writing this film. And this is the first feature that I've written. I've only written commercials and short narrative projects before. The process of approaching a feature was different anyway, in terms of how I structured and paced. Because the feature deals with memory and an often non-chronological story order, there were ways that I had to approach the screenplay, and is part of the reason why it took so much longer to actually finish or get to a point that is viewer ready, I guess, than it would have normally taken me to write something that was more traditionally structured. I'm going to be in Japan in 24 days to visit family and to explore the cities with my wife and my kids, and to location scout in South Japan, where we're filming the last leg of the feature. And in April, I'm going to be in California, also location scouting. As always, really looking forward to sharing more with you guys as this journey continues. And I'll see you in the next episode.